You know what? Well, if I step up, will I be in the camera? Welcome back to Blue Squatch Productions here at Logan Field, Tonawanda Indian Reservation for Game 2 of the Midget Playoff Championship between the number... I don't even know these guys' seeds. Either way, it's Onondaga RedHawks versus the Newtown Golden Eagle Midget Division Game 2. Winner will go on to play the Tonawanda Braves August 3rd right back here at Logan Field for the NAMLA Championship. Game underway here for game number 2. Onondaga wins the faceoff. So here we go. River Porter setting up the offense. Over to Brennan Hill. Back to Porter. Swings it over to the right side. Porter running the offense. Here's Brennan Hill. They're going to move the ball around a little bit. Porter looks inside. That's looking for Kingston Edwards. That's Edwards behind the net. Gets inside. Shot saved by Damian Warrior of Newtown. Rebound by Ryan Vall. Here comes Ryan Vall up the far side for Newtown. Newtown in transition. Looking the far side of Jaron Perry. Ball is controlled. Picked up on the low left side. Here's Jaron looking inside. He has Kean Beaver. Big save by Roy Thomas in net for Onondaga. First shot on that first test to Roy Thomas taken by Kean Beaver. So here comes Onondaga again. This is Gavin Windhauser. Oh, we got a delayed penalty coming up here. Looks like to Jaron Perry. Ball's loose on the floor, and referee will blow it dead. We got a illegal cross check coming up to number 11, Jaron Perry.
Not sure if I got it, but
take a look at the replay here. Yep, right. Yeah, you gotta let them free. You know, you gotta play the ball. Ball was sent far away and right in front of the ref. Never a good thing. Onondaga 5-on-4. Here's River Porter. He's got Dalen Doobie. He's got Hayden Helberter. Heavy lefties for Onondaga. Here's Helberter. Porter. We're the far side of Wakwo Hall. Porter. At the top. Here's Hall. Good defense there by Emmett Williams. Here's Helberter. Shot score! Power play goal. That's Hayden Helberter with the first goal for Onondaga. Good ball work. Nice behind the back pass. 5-hole shot by Helberter. 1-0 Onondaga. 12:45 remaining here in the first period. Nice ball work there from Onondaga Midgets.
And I tell you, there was not a lot of room for that ball to go, but he just somehow snuck it in there.
I think it was his body motion. You know, you see the way he shot it. He kind of pushed Damian over a little bit and made him lift his stick. And like you said, just enough to get that ball in. A face-off violation on Newtown. It'll be Onondaga ball. Here we go. River Porter again. We're 5-on-5. Here's Helberter. Gets it down low. Here's Brennan Hill. Hill being guarded up by Jaron Perry. Big save by Damian Warrior. Kean Beaver gets a far side breakout up to Dalen Stevens. Dalen Stevens gets it back over to Beaver. Beaver swings it over to the right side of Ryan Vall. He gets a pick from Jaron Perry. Vall takes a shot. Saved by Roy Thomas. Rebound by Perry. Another save by Roy. Ball's loose in the corner. Ball's still on the floor. They're fighting for it. Oh, we might have an interference call, and it'll be Onondaga ball. Quick whistle. He blows it back in. This is Cashton Moses with the ball. Hands it off to River Porter. Here's Hayden Helberter. Good defense there by Cade Nephew. Back up top to Porter. Gets a pick from Doobie. Porter keeps it. Nice slide. Good defense there by Newtown. That ball goes up to center. It's picked up by Kean Beaver. Then Newtown's got numbers. Here's Beaver. One-on-one with Thomas. Oh, just save. Good save by Roy Thomas. Or his best friend, a little 3-inch red pipe. Here's Dalen Stevens. He's going to reset to 30 and get his Newtown offense out there. Dalen Stevens. Big shot. Saved by Thomas once again. Greg, we're in for a goalie game here. So here we go with, this looks like Evan John. Evan John being guarded up by Trevor Marino. That's defense there. That ball still on the floor. Gets away from Rio. I'm sorry, that's not Rio. It's his little brother. He's wearing a Syracuse Smart helmet.
I was just going to say, I was going to ask you who that was, but no, and you're going to need a goalie like that to play against Pragal after the performance he put out in that last game.
Yeah, big shout out to Jackson Bob Pragal with the game 1 shutout against the Allegheny Arrows to put his team in the championship game. Again, this midget division has been a really good division all season here at NAMLA. You know, the future is very bright, Greg. So here you go, River Porter and Onondaga. Coming up on 10 minutes remaining here in the first period. Porter, he's got being beat up by Shiloh Pierce. He looks down low. That ball was trying to make it through. It didn't make it through. We got loose ball behind the net. And it'll be a 30-second shot clock. Here comes Seneca Mohawk. Mohawk looking up the floor to Emmett Williams. It gets away. Williams being guarded by Oguao Hall. Picked up by Onondaga. Here comes Onondaga. Trevor Marino. He's looking up the floor for River Porter. It didn't make it through. He chases it down. Porter's got Halberter coming in. Halberter one-on-one with Warriors. Saved by Damien. Newtown's really got to get the ball and settle in a little bit. Here's Randall John with the ball for Newtown. 1-0 Onondaga coming up here. Oh, the pass just gets away from Dalen Stevens. Stevens back up top to John. John over to Tolley Parsons. Over to Ryan Vall. He's got wide open Dale Stevens. Dale one-on-one score! Good awareness by Newtown moving that ball around. Ryan Vall sees a wide open Dalen Stevens on the crease. One-on-one with Roy Thomas. It's 1-1. Newtown and Onondaga. 8:40 remaining here in the first period. Your officials for tonight is Frank Wisa and Josiah LaForme. A couple of veteran officials in our minor division. And that face-off's pulled back by Kingston Edwards. That ball's still loose on the floor. And it'll be Onondaga ball, a loose ball push. Here comes Cashton Moses with the ball. Fresh 30 for Onondaga. He gets it on up to Kingston Edwards. Here's Edwards. Looks like he's going to be met by Seneca Jackson of Newtown. And looking for a double from Emmett Williams. Here's River Porter. Porter over to Halberter. It's big defense there by Seneca Mohawk. Shot on net by River Porter. Saved by Damian Warrior. He's got an outlet looking for Emmett Williams. Can't control it. He'll control it now. Newtown gets a fresh change. That ball is still loose. Good defense pressure there by Hayden Halberter. Fresh reset for Onondaga. So here you go, Kingston Edwards. That ball is still loose. Good defense there and pressure by Newtown. Ball's in front of the Newtown net. I'm sorry, Newtown bench. That ball's still loose. Nobody got a fresh reset yet. That 30 still at. Here we go. Ryan Vall one-on-one. Oh, just misses. Gets his own rebound. That 30 was reset. I don't know why, but Ryan Vall has a full 30 with Newtown offense. Vall gets instructions from his bench to pull it out. Here you go with Caleb Johnson. Johnson looks inside to Kean Beaver. Score! Nice two-man game on the left side. Caleb Johnson to Kean Beaver. Goalie Water already halfway through the first period. 2-1 Newtown, Greg. How's that pizza? Greg and Trevor working hard up here. I told him to give him a hand. You know, I appreciate Blue Squash Productions following around the NAMLA. And I do believe Woody Seneca. Woody Seneca, big involvement in our minor lacrosse streams this season. Many Yahwehs there. Woody Seneca And many Yowies or everybody else who helped Greg and his Blue Squatch crew out all season to, rosters and hospitality is the biggest thing, right, Greg? Our people really know how to take care of each other.
Team moms are second to none in this league.
Oh, yeah. I second.
Team moms, they give me rosters. Once I figured out it was a team mom you had to talk to actually get something done, it made my life so much easier.
Yeah. It usually does. Them team moms are good ones. So here we go. We're back in action. 2-1 Newtown. That face-off is loose at center. Good battle there. Ball still on the floor. Picked up by number 11, Jaron Perry's got wide open. Randall John one-on-one with Thomas. Saved by Roy Thomas. Randall John can't touch it. Okay, it's picked up by Dalen Doobie. One-on-one. Oh, we got a delayed penalty coming. Little wild stick there. Josiah LaForm will ding number 18, Randall John. So Onondaga will go back on power play for the second time this evening. 6:04 remaining here in the first period. Take a look here. The ball is a little loose there. Randall and Dalen fighting for it. Dalen comes up with it. Randall just throwing a little wild stick. That's why you two hands, cross check, play the ball a little. Here's Trevor Marino. Over to Helberter. Gets it behind the Porter. Porter behind the net, getting people to turn their heads. Here's Helberter. Big shot from the top. Just missed wide. Ball still loose on the floor. That's picked up by Helberter. Here we go. Brennan Hill. I'm sorry, that was Brennan Hill with the big shot. Behind the River Porter. He's looking inside to Brennan back there. 5 on the shot clock. Onondaga's just got to dump it or get it on net, and they will dump it. Here we go with Newtown. This looks like Emmett Williams. He's pushing the ball up the floor. So here you go, Jaron Perry. Killing some time. Goes down the near boards. He gets a pick from Ryan Vall. Vall goes inside. Oh, good look by Perry. Nothing, didn't make it there. 8 on the shot clock. Dalen Stevens gets it. He gets doubled by a couple of Onondaga RedHawks. Dalen Stevens still in the corner. Ryan Vall, he's got to get a shot. And that'll be a 30-second shot clock violation. Good penalty kill for Newtown. 50 seconds remaining on a penalty to number 18, Randall John. And that ball was just mishandled by Onondaga. It gets away from everybody. It's loose in front of the Newtown bench. They're battling for it. Comes up with Seneca Mohawk. Seneca pulls out, gives it to Dalen Stevens. He's got to watch out for that restraining line. I'm sure he knows. 6:15 on the shot clock. 19:18 to go on the penalty to John. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Jaron Perry. He gets D'd up. He's going down the alley. Jaron looks to the point for Dale, and it's going to be an overback call. Here we go. It'll be Onondaga ball. We're going to be all even here in 4 seconds, just about on the whistle. Here's Hayden Helberter. We are all even. Randall John steps back on the floor. 5 on 5. Here's Porter. Good stick check there by Randall John. Porter gets it back over to Helberter. Big save by Damian Warrior. Ball's loose in the corner. That's Jordan Cook and Seneca Mohawk going for it. That's won by River Porter. He gets it over to score. That looks to me like Hayden Helberter. Good look from River Porter over to Hayden on the crease on the turnover. 2-on-1. Ties the game back up here, 2-2.
Yeah, what an effort goal. Just kind of gets himself in there, and a beautiful finish. One thing I've noticed, though, is with these younger guys, too, the older guys, they're not shooting 100 miles an hour. They've come to the age where they've realized how important accuracy is over shooting 1,000 miles an hour. Sometimes it's needed, but most of the time you're going for that, pinpoint spot.
That's right. A good veteran mentor of mine by the name of Bear Henry. He says you don't have to shoot, like you just said, Greg. You don't have to shoot 1,000 miles an hour. You just got to place it, pinpoint it. It's all in your hands. Just boom. That ball's still loose on the floor here off the face-off. Newtown Ryan Vall picks it up. He's being guarded heavily by 3 Onondaga guys. We might get a loose ball push here. And Weesaw will call for the push. It'll be Newtown ball, fresh 30. Here comes Ryan Vall. You got Ryan Vall. You got Caleb Johnson. You got Kean Beaver. Jaron Perry. Toley Parsons. Here's Beaver. Beaver looking for a shot. Winds up. Takes a shot. Deflects off somebody. He's got 13 on a shot clock. Vall gets it back up top to Jaron Perry. Nice dodge. Oh, save. Big save there by Roy Thomas. And it'll be Onondaga ball. Good ball work there by Newtown. So here we go, Dalen Doobie. He was looking for Hayden Halberter. That is missed, and it goes into the Newtown bench. It'll be Newtown ball.
Well, like you said, Herbie, I mean, that is one thing. The ambassadors' mentality from the Haudenosaunee people has been on full display for Blue Squatch, and we really do appreciate, now that we've learned, you know, that's what it is. You guys do an amazing job, and we do appreciate all the help from everybody.
Oh, yeah, of course. You know, I mean, like, you know, we're all human, Greg. We treat each other with respect. We make sure everybody's happy. You know, everybody's having a good time, and you're doing a good thing for the game as well as we are here. And that was a big defensive play there by Jaron Perry on number 17, Cashton Moses. Cashton Moses was up on the transition, and Perry gets back, stops a goal. It'll be Newtown ball. And the Mosquitoes are starting to come out here at Logan Field, Tonawanda. If you know, you know. That ball gets away. That ball's loose all over the floor. Here we go. This is Silas Brown. Hands it on over to Trevor Marino. Trevor Marino with the transition gets it up the floor to River Porter. River Porter will set up his offense. Onondaga has their same set 5-man offense. This looks like Hayden Halberter. Gets a pick by Marky Seneca. Swings it on over to River Porter. That was mishandled. That ball still on the floor. Picked up by Shiloh Pierce. Shiloh has numbers if he looks. And Kean Beaver will slow it down. Kean Beaver coming in on 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Dale Stevens. Dale, he gets a shake around Dalen Doobie. Dale winds up. He's got 4 on a shot. He was looking down low to Dusty Mohawk and didn't make it through. Dusty. And at the end of the first period, Greg, Onondaga Midgets 2, Newtown Golden Eagle Midgets 2. We'll be right back.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Thank you so much, Herbie John, for getting up here, and everybody in the Tonawanda Nation who has helped us make this happen. We'll be right back.
All right, we are back. Getting ready for the start of the second period here of Game 2 of the 2024 Midget Division Playoffs between Newtown Golden Eagles and the Onondaga RedHawks. Game number 1 seeing Tonawanda beat Allegheny on a 7-0 shutout for Jackson Bob Pringle, Greg.
That's what I was going to say, though, is, I mean, this entire playoffs has been incredible. There was an overtime game in the first round we did with the, I believe it was the Pee Wee game that had it, but then Pringle coming out like that, and now just like that, I thought Newtown was on a breakaway. I'll turn it back over to you.
Yeah, good face-off win by Newtown right there, but they couldn't control the ball into the offensive zone. But here comes Onondaga. Yeah, going back to what you said, Greg, that overtime game was in the Bantam division. We already had our Pee Wee and Bantam division playoffs last weekend, of course, right here on Blue Squatch Productions. And those two divisions, all 4 games there. That was great. Good day of lacrosse. We had one overtime game. Here's Ryan Vall. That shot didn't make it through for Onondaga. And look at Roy Thomas out there. He wants to come back here and play on August 3rd. I mean, who wouldn't want to come back to the Tonawanda? This is such a great venue to play at. I mean, that's all I can say about that. I mean, not all the time you get to play outdoors on a Thursday night. Here's Ryan Vall. Good shot, score!
No, it's not very often you get to come down on a Thursday night, and then to top it off, you're always watching some of the best lacrosse in the state at any given time, hands down. I think that's an easy say, and every time I bring somebody here, they just tell me how epic this place is, and they can't wait to get back here. But you see, he just steps in, and those subtle little fakes keeps him off, and as soon as he sees that step, he's able to bury it.
Yeah, for sure. Ryan Vall, he's really come a long way in the Newtown Minor Lacrosse Association. I do believe this is his last year midget. So it's good to see him move on, and, thankful for him coming through the Newtown ranks. And this is a transition play. That was Jaron Perry, saved by Roy Thomas. That ball's loose in the corner. That's Cashton Moses. And Ryland Redeye fighting for the ball for Onondaga. This is Seneca Mohawk. He's got to have 2 hands on the stick there. We teach you that at Tykes. So here's Jaron Perry. Jaron, he gets inside. That's good defense there by Onondaga. Seneca Mohawk still trying to pick up that ball with 1 hand, and it's not happening. He's looking for Randall John. You got 2-1 on a 30. That's a 30-second shot clock violation. And I think we missed a reset somewhere in there, and I think they're going to give the ball back to Newtown with a fresh 30. Here's Ryan Vall, gets a pick from Seneca Jackson. Big shot, saved by Roy Thomas. He got a streaking Hayden Halbert. No, he's going to curl off and go to the bench. And that'll be a 5-second call on Ryland Redeye. Cashton Moses. Here's Ryan Vall, gets inside. Kean Beaver missed the whole net right in front. Ryan Vall with the rebound. Vall, he's got a cutting Dale Stevens. Looks past him. Here's Caleb Johnson right back to Vall. Quick stick. Big save by Roy Thomas. Here's Dalen Doobie. He splits the D. He was looking for Cashton Moses. This is Jordan Cook. Good defense there by Little Bucky. That ball's still loose on the floor. You got Jordan Cook and Cashton Moses fighting for it. Shiloh Pierce comes up with it for Newtown. He's got 9 on the shot clock. He was looking for Ryan Vall, didn't make it through, and it'll go to the crease of Roy Thomas. 11:32 remaining here in the second period. Onondaga 3, Newtown 2. I don't know if that's correct. The sides. I might have lost myself, but we'll check in on it. Here's Dusty Mohawk. Over to Randall John. Randall down on the crease to Caleb Johnson. Score! Tic-tac-toe, just like that, Greg. Oh, that ball was moving pretty nice there.
Boy, you can tell, wow, look, I mean, just so fast, and then to have the patience to not just force that shot to the inside, realizing he had time. I mean, Onondaga definitely not going to be happy with that mental lapse. You leave somebody in all alone with your goalie like that.
You know, the ball moves. The ball is the fastest object on that floor right now. And once your head is turning, it's hard to come back from it. And that's a face-off win by Onondaga. 4-2 Newtown. 10:30 remaining here in the second period. This is River Porter. Hayden Halberter. Brennan Hill. Brennan Hill gets a pick from Halberter. Swings it down low to Hayden. Hayden takes a step down. Shot saved by Damian Warrior. That ball's loose on the floor. That's picked up by Cade Nephew. Nice wooden stick. Cade Nephew's playing with one of the oldest wooden sticks out there. It's an Chen Martin, Greg. We don't see those sticks no more. They were made in the early 90s, and I'm glad to see that stick refurbished and back out on the floor. Here you go. Newtown on transition. We have a delayed penalty. Frank Weisaw had a delayed penalty coming up on the floor. Looked like it was Hayden Halberter behind the play with a slash. See what we got in a replay. Yeah, warranted. You know, we're not chopping wood out here at a midget age, but if you are, I'll see you at the Longhouse on Saturday. So it'll be a power play for Newtown. 9:34 remaining. Here in a second, this is Kean Beaver. He's got Ryan Vall, Jaron Perry, Caleb Johnson, Dale Stevens, Johnson, Beaver, Vall. Look for their play to start next time around. Here's Kean. Swings it over to Johnson, gets a pick. Here's Vall. Underhand shot, saved by Roy Thomas. That ball didn't make it through. Picked up by Dale Stevens. Dale looking for a shot. Good defense there by Ryland Redeye. Here's Jaron Perry. Ryan Vall. Caleb Johnson, good step down. Oh, big save by Roy Thomas. Here's Kingston Edwards. He's got to get it over. Just dumps it. Picked it up by Jaron Perry. It's a 2-on-1. Perry kept it. Didn't make it through. Rebounded, backed up by Dalen Stevens. Dale Stevens gets it over to Ryan Vall. He steps wide right in, and that's another big save by Roy Thomas. Like I said, we're going to have a goalie game. Oh, we got a delayed penalty. Looks like Jaron Perry did something behind the play. And Helbeter just dumps it just to kill the play, and I think Jaron Perry will go off for high stick. Yep, 2 minutes high stick to number 11, Jaron Perry. See what we got here. A little aggressive defense on the bottom there. You got Cashin Moses playing on him. Might have been behind the play there, but either way, it's 4-on-4, lots of floor. 4-on-4 lacrosse for about 12 seconds. Here's River Porter behind the net. That's swung over. That's Gavin Windhausen. Here's River Porter. Onondaga goes up on a power play now. Good defense there by Shiloh Pierce. He's got legs. Shiloh's going to go for a run. Shiloh looking up the floor to Kason John. Oh, just over his stick. Kason John going for the loose ball in the corner. Guarded by Brennan Hill. Gets around him. Saved by Roy Thomas. Good effort there by Kason John and the Newtown Golden Eagles. They are man down for about 1 minute, 7 seconds. Here's Helbeter. He's looking for Porter. Quick stick shot. Saved by Warrior. One thing I'm noticing right now, Greg, is Newtown is turning their backs, abandoning the play, and it's a turnover. RedHawks. Oh, what do we have here behind the play? Josiah LaForme. Too many men yellow on Newtown. I see 4 on the screen. There might have been one. Maybe he came out early. So Newtown's going to go 2 men down here for about 30 seconds, or depending on when they want to drop the ball. That might, to me, I think that might have been a premature whistle, if anything, unless we had action in front of the net.
They had 5 on that side. They had lost track of the other guy that was down here.
Okay.
Luckily, Trevor was able to see it on the backside. But yeah, you would think with Onondaga down there though, with the ball, but no, still great call. And here we go.
Plus, you got to know, Herbie, we can't talk any smack about the officials. I won't tolerate it. Moose watch.
We don't tolerate that at all, Greg. Here we go. Power play. 5-on-4. Onondaga. Here's River Porter. Brendan Hill. Back up top to Porter. Porter steps down. Score! Good ball work by Onondaga just to keep Newtown defense moving and look for the open shot. That was River Porter with the step down.
I also got to give some props to River Porter because he did operate a camera for us once when we were very short-handed, and he stepped up. So an excellent young man, as so many of these guys are. I love doing the Midgets and Bantam games because I can always count on them to carry my gear. Face off won by Newtown Kean Beaver. He gets the down low to Randall John.
Looking back for Beaver. That ball comes back to center. Seneca gets it back over to Kean. Nice shot by Kean Beaver. Took a screen by Randall John and puts Newtown back up by 2.
Huge shout out to our sponsors, Kone. We're going to try to get some logos. Woody Seneca, Renee Smoke, really appreciate having you, but just steps in and rips it, feeds it into the 5-hole.
4:11 remaining here in the second period. 5-3 Newtown.
So is that Lucas Beaver's brother or different Beaver?
Yeah, family, same family. Yeah.
That's my favorite part about getting to cover all the levels here is I'm starting to learn who's related to who, and you realize some of these guys travel. Nice save there. But, I mean, a lot of these guys, they may start out on this res, but they end up all over the place. Guys kind of get married, move around, so they grow up playing here, and I never know if it's a relative or not.
We got a delayed penalty coming at center. It looks like Dalen Doobie's going to get caught for a trip. Oh, high stick. It's Dale Stevens down on the floor. Let's see what we got at center here. Dale Stevens trying to push the ball up. You see Dalen. Oh, it looks like they collided knees. Dale shaking it up a little bit. It looks like he's going to run her off. Good play by Newtown, drawing a penalty. That'll be Dalen Doobie, 2 minutes for high stick, I believe he signaled. But yeah, going back to what you said, Greg, you know, I just want to make note, we're all cousins. You know, just when you come to the res, you know, it don't matter if you go to Cattaraugus, Newtown, Allegheny, Tonawanda. Just remember, we're all cousins in some way. Even you. I'll adopt you if I have to. You're from the Yeti tribe.
You might bite off a little more than you can chew with that one, but I do appreciate it.
Here's Darren Perry looking inside. Caleb Johnson wide open, couldn't control it. Yeah, ball's loose on the floor. Randall John picked up by Hayden Halberter. He's got numbers. He's going to pull it out. Onondaga's man down. Van Housen. He was looking inside. That was loose. Here's Kean Beaver. He gets it up to Randall John, and he's got numbers. Randall keeps it. Shot saved by Roy Thomas. Randall with his own rebound, looking over to Kean Beaver. Swings it over to Ryan Vall. He's got an open lane right there, but Coach Bronco probably said, no, let's not rush nothing. We're 5-3 right now. We're on a power. Here's Kean. He gets a good pick by Johnson. That's a big shot by Kean. I do believe Josiah went for a reset on that one. Yep. Must have nicked him somewhere. Here's Caleb Johnson. Fresh 30. He just elects to take a shot right away, and that's rebounded by Hayden Halberter. He's looking up the floor to River Porter, and must have hit a hard spot in the turf and goes out. 2 minutes remaining here in the second period. 5-3 Newtown.
That's one thing I would like to say about the turf here. I don't know how old it is, but I get to walk across it every now and again. This is in incredible shape for being outdoors.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. I remember. Yeah. I remember 25 years. Thank you, Chuck Redmond, for that little intel there. 25 years, I believe this turf has been down. I do remember the very first championship day, NAMLA championship day. You had Larson Sundown, you had Chauncey Hill, you had Gates Abrams. All those guys that are playing Senior B right now for the Braves, they played their very first championship game here at Logan Field 25 years ago. I remember because I was the official on the floor. So here you go. This is Cashton this is Kingston Edwards. He's looking behind. That's intercepted by Damian Warrior. Good awareness there by Dame. He's looking upfield for Ryan Vall. Vall being guarded up by Marky Seneca. Speaking of Seneca, many always go shout out to Woody Seneca and Grandma's approved for supporting the minor lacrosse streams here on Blue Squatch Productions. Good pickup there by Kean Beaver. Here he gets it up to Randall John. Randall he's got Ryan Vall. Swings it over to Vall. He had an open guy. Oh, that didn't make it through. Roy Thomas with the save. I think he was looking for Little Gravy of Evan John. Here's King Edwards being guarded by Randall John. Edwards swings it over to Brennan Hill. Gets it back over to River Porter. River, nice backhand flip to Brennan. Ball's loose in the corner, picked up by Emmett Williams. Coming in on the last 10 seconds of play here in the second period. Newtown 5, Onondaga 3. Here's Seneca Mohawk. He's got 5. He wants to do something. He looks inside. He was looking inside for Caleb Johnson. And that horn's going to sound, Greg, at the end of 2. Newtown Midgets 5. Onondaga RedHawks Midgets 3. 15 minutes away from another date here on August 3rd, Championship Day.
We would really like to thank Woody, Seneca, Renee Smoke, and their businesses for sponsoring this. We also really appreciate all the members. Check it out, Blue Squatch Productions on our YouTube channel. Click join. The more of these we get, the less we need sponsorship. We can start showing up and doing more of these. Thanks, everybody.
Field, and thank you, Nate Blue Eye, for that intermission moment of silence. We took a moment of silence there to out of respect for the Onondaga Chief Vince Johnson that just passed away this past week. In our ways, Greg, when we lose a chief, you know, a condoled chief, a put up chief like him himself, he's got to be replaced right away. So what I got a little bit of intel. I do believe his spot will be replaced tomorrow afternoon in Onondaga with a small condolence ceremony. It's very unfortunate, but Chief Johnson was a very big asset to the Onondaga community, and as like any other chief there is. But our thoughts and prayers go out to Onondaga community and the Johnson family.
100%, and they also, that was basically what allowed us to be here, and they took a game off because the juniors were supposed to play, and now the junior series is going off. So, but like you said, one thing that a lot of people might not know is these communities are very small. They're very small towns. So if you're from what you think is a small town, it's very similar to the feel that you get with a lot of these communities. People think it's bigger because they hear the Haudenosaunee people, and you see what you guys have accomplished on the world stage with, you know, the passports and everything. So for people to really understand, they are just a bunch of small communities that kind of band together.
Yeah, for sure. And Tonawanda, they have chiefs here also, and our respects are appreciated from the Tonawanda community for doing that. So again, it is unfortunate, but you know what? This is why we're here, and this is why these kids are continue to play this game. The medicine is there. Here's Kean Beaver. Oh, big save by Roy Thomas, back in game action. Here's Randall John. Steps down, save by Thomas. That ball is loose on the floor. Picked up by Kean Beaver, looking upside to Ryan Vall. Another save by Roy Thomas. Roy Thomas having a game. 5-3 Newtown. Lights are on here at Tonawanda Logan Field. One of the best feelings, Greg, when them lights come on and, mosquitoes come out, and I see Trevor had brought his bug spray. He knows, he's learning. He's been here once or twice.
It didn't take us very long to figure out you always want a hoodie, some bug spray, and some long pants maybe whenever you come out here, because it could go from 90 degrees to 60 and raining or swarmed by bugs just like that out here.
And just like that, 2 big saves by Roy Thomas for Onondaga. And that rebound's picked back up by number 1 Newtown, Emmett Williams. Here's inside Jaron Perry. Good passing cut. Here's Seneca Jackson with the rebound. Gets it on over to Kean Beaver. He's got time on his 30. Beaver takes a shot, didn't make it through, hit Ryland Redeye. And that's a pass looking for Kean. He's got 8 on the shot clock. Saved by Roy Thomas. 4 saves, 4 shots in the last possession for Thomas. And that's a back in call. Possession change. Here's Newtown, Dale Stevens. He's going to get doubled by River Porter. He can opener. River Porter strips and steals and runs. Here we go. Looking across for Hayden Halberter. That's knocked down by Randall John. Here we go with Randall. Gets around one guy. Randall has numbers. It's a 4-on-2. Randall gets it down to Caleb Johnson. Johnson with the rebound. He's going to settle in. 5-on-4 in the offense. Onondaga has a hanger. Big save by Roy Thomas. Roy Thomas really came to play this third period. Here's Dalen Doobie. Doobie gets it up. He's looking up floor. That's intercepted by Johnson. He gets it up to Dale Stevens. Dale Stevens saved by Thomas. Johnson, another save by Thomas. I'm counting 6 saves in this last 2.5 minutes here, Greg. Oh, and we got a penalty behind the play on Caleb Johnson. 2 minutes for interference. Checking in the crease, Greg. Just as Dalen Doobie threw the ball up the floor and got his team a power play. 5-on-4 Onondaga. 11:45 remaining here in the third and final period.
And really, it's going to be a game this close. You know it's going to come down to those simple things, you know, the mental mistakes. But, I mean, how awesome is Thomas playing? And then he thinks he's getting a little relief. They get going through the crease, and then he has to save 2 more.
Yeah. 6 shots in 2.5 minutes. You know, really keeping this 2-goal game at bay. Here we go with Brendan Hill. Hayden Halberter, Hill. River Porter, big shot, just wide. No reset there. River will back up his own shot. Onondaga just looking for their big shooters. River gets a pick inside by Brennan Hill. Swings it out to Hayden Halberter. Hayden's going to step down. Oh, and that's a big soak by Jordy Cook. So that'll be off Newtown. It'll stay Onondaga ball. Halberter. Brennan Hill. River Porter. That ball stays on this left side pretty much all game. Halberter, Porter, Halberter. Marino. A little bit of English on that ball. Goes right back to Damian Warrior. He's got an outlet pass looking up Florida. Emmett Williams. Emmett on the far side. He's going to take it in. Big shot and a save by Roy Thomas. A deflection off the goalie. It'll stay Newtown ball. 50 seconds remaining. A penalty to Caleb Johnson. Emmett Williams. He's going to swing it up top to his Jaron Perry. Over to Kean Beaver. He's got cutting Ryan Vall. Looks him off. Swings it back over to Perry. That ball's loose. Picked up by Marino. Here we go. Trevor Marino. He's got wheels. He's going to curl out. Nope. He's going to go around the net. He's got wheels, this kid. Here's Dalen Doobie. That ball's loose. Good defense there by Cade Nephew with that Chen Martin Woody. We got a whistle behind the play. That's an injured River Porter. 9:52 remaining here in the third period. 20 seconds on the penalty to Caleb Johnson. We got an injured player, Greg. That was Onondaga. River Porter shaking up behind the play. He might have twisted his leg. It went down a little awkward. It is getting a little, the weather's changing a little. Might be a little dewy out there. And I think we're going to go 5-on-4 face-off coming up for possession.
20 seconds left. Yeah, it'll be, it all kind of adds to it out here, though, because you really are part of the elements. And one thing, like you said earlier, though, you know, what I've really learned is the guys playing for those who can't. What you see this morning or whatever, the medicine game really kind of brings people together. And one thing that's been passed along is like the Thousand Island Spirits. They, you know, hang memorial pictures up on the plexiglass. So it is great to see the medicine game spreading as much as the sport of box lacrosse is.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? We've been fortunate to go up and help that league. Here's Dale Stevens. We'll get back to that. Big save by Roy Thomas. Roy Thomas really keeping Onondaga in this period. But, yeah, we've been fortunate to go and help that league, the Thousand Islands and Utica. And, again, you know, the hospitality and, you know, the culture, you know, amongst all leagues. You know, it's all there. We're all playing for the right reason. Here we go with Cade Nephew. He's got that Chen Martin. I'm going to call that Chen Martin all day. Oh, and that's big defense.
Beautiful trailer.
Write that down.
That was a big trail check by Oguahu Hall. Looks to me. Ooh. And looking at that replay, we're going to take one more replay right here. Oguahu Hall chasing down Cade Nephew. It looks like to me stick on stick, and referee Weesaw right there calls a slash. So it'll be a 5-on-4 power play, Newtown. Here's Kean Beaver, Caleb Johnson, Dal Stevens, Johnson, Beaver, Vol. Here's Jaron Perry. He's got Cutting Johnson. Johnson, one fake. Big save. Big save by Thomas. So a fast whistle. Oh, and it deflects in. I was just going to say, Greg, fast whistle. Good thing we got the replay here. Let's go back to the Newtown shot. Caleb Johnson, big save by Roy Thomas. Josiah calls it off, no goal, waves it off. Fast whistle, blows it in. Helbeter looks up, that might have been Kingston Edwards looking up the floor. Deflected off Helbeter and went past Damian Warrior. Woo, 7:35 remaining. We got a 5-4 game. More shots like that, I guess we're strapping up. So here we go, face-off win, Kean Beaver. And now the crowd comes alive, Greg. Here we go, big save by Thomas. Pass up the floor, looking for Brendan Hill. That's picked up by Newtown, Caleb Johnson. Looking for Jaron Perry. 30 seconds left to the penalty to Onondaga, Oguahu Hall. Here's Evan John. Evan John being guarded up by King Edwards. Jaron Perry. Kean Beaver calling for it. Kean Beaver, wide open shot. Takes it, score!
And that's huge, though. I mean, really, Onondaga scores. You got to imagine they're going to try to get some momentum going as, you know, such a close game. But he just steps down, gets just enough of a screen, and he has been so hard to beat that I would imagine most of his teammates probably thinking that's pretty comfortable there. And
I love that we can have the replays here, Greg.
I love having an official up here because I don't say nothing, but this has been an absolute trip. I can't wait till we get to do it again for finals. It's always such a family fun, just community event with everybody here. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the bird's eye view is always good. It's always good for evaluation and maybe even a little bit of church. But Onondaga comes up with that loose ball, much needed loose ball coming under 6. We got 6'4". It should be 6'5". I'm thinking 6'5", Greg. I don't think that last goal was put up, no. Oh, Kean Beaver just scored that. Yes, sir, yep. And that's a big shot by River Porter. Good to see River Porter back out there. He's got a little bit of a limp going on, but either way, that ball's loose behind the net. AJ Grimmer going in there for the loose ball.
Well, and you notice he's got one of those athletic bands on that leg, too. I'm guessing it's not the first time he's had an issue with that leg. Always great to see a guy get back up, though, and be able to get back out there.
Yeah, for sure. You know, especially at this young age, you know, you don't want to see these guys full careers ahead of them, probably juniors, seniors in high school. But here we go, Helbeter. 13 on a shot clock, back to Porter. Being guarded up by Ryan Vol. Vol comes up. Good defense there, picked up by Jordy Cook. Here's Cade Nephew with that HN Martin. That's a really beautiful stick there, Greg. I'm more worried about that stick on that floor than the game. Here we go, Seneca Jackson.
Well, they know that's the one way to get a guaranteed blue squatch highlight is if you score with a Woody.
So we are in stop time. Stop time, 5 goals within 5 minutes. Here's Dalen Doobie being guarded up by Seneca Jackson. Gets it on over to Trevor Marino. Over to Hayden Halberter. King Edwards. River Porter. Back over to Halberter. Back to River. I think we're all even 5-on-5. Halberter and Porter are just going to play catch. Here's Halberter. He's looking for a shot. Saved by Damian Warrior. 4 minutes remaining here in the game. Newtown looking to punch their ticket to come back here on Field Day. Happy Field Day, right? August 3rd. Happy Field Day weekend, am I correct? Yeah, I'll be here. Happy Field Day. Good save there. Oh, we got a delayed penalty coming up.
What is field day?
Okay, we delayed penalty on the backside to Brennan Hill. We got 2 minutes for high stick. So I mentioned Happy Field Day. And it's a community gathering here at the Tonawanda Nation, held every day. They fundraise for our convention that we have in September. Just a big community gathering that we have. You got smoke dancers, or probably a Masters tournament. But that's on Sunday. The championships will be here on that Saturday, August 3rd. So a nice busy weekend here at Tonawanda, August 3rd and 4th. Always a good time, Greg.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love it every chance I get out here. Once you figure out where it is, it's gorgeous. I don't know how you wouldn't want to come back here. I could imagine that's got to be something, the community day, the Masters Fest. I can imagine the Masters games here. I mean, you've got guys that literally have had their stick in their hand for 40, 50 years at that point. You must get to see some pretty cool stuff when guys aren't really playing with the pressure of playing competitively. And a big goal there. No pressure on him.
That was a quick power play goal there by Caleb Johnson. Newtown just worked the ball around. Only took him 22 seconds to get the ball in the net. Puts Newtown up 7-4, and the chants are coming out from the Newtown bench. Always fun to hear when you come here to Tonawanda because you hear everything, Greg. You get the kids getting involved, the chants come in, and nice cut there by Caleb Johnson. Nice look by Jaron Perry.
Yeah, no, I don't always get this perspective like you do. You're on the floor, so you're used to it. We're going the other way because he wasn't ready in the circle. But no, I really get to hear the coaches yelling to the players. I've learned a lot being able to sit on this side of it.
Yeah. You probably hear a couple of things you don't want to hear also,
I could say the first time I brought my son here, he went over and told my wife immediately afterwards. He says, "Yeah, you're never going over there."
He was like, yeah.
He goes, Mom, you don't want to be over there. I do like it, though. He actually loves coming over here to film because he loves hearing it, and the emotion that is played here is special.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. That's a loose ball push on Dalen Doobie. It'll be Newtown ball. Oh, Frank Weesaw missed. Oh, now we got a slash coming on Damian Warrior. Ooh, we had a missed call there. Weesaw was behind the play a little bit. The ball came slashed out of Warrior's stick. Warrior took offense to that and swung his stick back at King Edwards. There it is. Goalie interference right there. Weesaw missed it. Ooh, that's a big slash with the goalie. The goalie has the biggest, most dangerous stick on the floor. Let's see what he calls here, Greg.
Well, I do know I did film a game once where I watched a guy try to use it like a trident, and I wasn't impressed. But other than that, no, I do love the one thing.
2 minutes for slash.
Was it just 2? Yeah. Yeah.
2 minutes for slash.
Maybe he knows his back was turned. He might have missed something, but.
Yeah, well, either way, that goalie stick is the biggest, strongest stick. The only one that has it.
Absolutely.
Oh, good fake there, River Porter. Oguahu Hall being guarded up by Case and John. Good defense there by Case and John. There we go. That ball is loose, picked up by Cade Nephew and Hizzy Chen Martin. It's a 2-on-1. Seneca Mohawk gets a pass from Randall John. Seneca, shot, score! So that's a good transition goal right there. Randall John and Seneca Mohawk. And I think Josiah LaForme has a penalty as trail referee and walking River Porter off. Let's see what we got. Good transition, 2-on-1 here. Seneca gets around River. Oh yeah, he's gonna get him for a push in the back. So just like that, 2:18 remaining. Newtown 7, Onondaga 4. We're gonna go 4-on-4 for about a minute 26 seconds.
So they've got 2. Yeah, all right. So definitely not what you want, but anybody who's watched a box lacrosse game knows that both of these teams have enough talent to make this a game. It's really only 4 shots right now. I've heard several coaches here yell it. It's only 4 shots, guys. Get it together.
Yeah, for sure. 4 good shots, you know. 4 good shots. Don't forget that part. Here's Ryan Ball, gets a pick by Jaron Perry. 8-4 Newtown, less than 2 minutes remaining. Here's Dale Stevens. Swings it over to Perry. Perry underhand shot, just missed wide. Perry going after his own rebound. Good defense there by Trevor Marino. Coming in. Oh, and this was King Edwards coming in hot. And I think both refs are going to have both arms up at the same time. Kingston Edwards going to go. Oh, we got something here. Okay, so we had action right there. Kingston Edwards was walking off and took exception to Kean Beaver. Must have said something to him walking off, and they're taking Kean Beaver off. Let's see what we got here. Here's King walking out. Oh, Kean Beaver coming over to engage. Yeah, well worth the, you know, you don't need that. You don't need that when it's 8-4. You don't need to take any kind of stupid penalty.
No, especially when you see him taking your guy over because he just took a penalty. So now you know in 50 seconds you would be on the man advantage. And no, like you said, and the problem is you're a young man, your testosterone's full, you were that age once, but this is where you learn it. You know, this is how you learn these life lessons, how to learn to bite your tongue. And that's where, honestly, I think, you know, athletics is so underrated when you're talking about growing these young men. And yes, people might look at a lot of this as a sport, but what you're learning is that dedication, that hardship, when to bite your tongue, when's the right time to fight, when's the right time to, you know, to keep your head out of your butt and kind of do the right thing. So because of that, he gets a 4-minute penalty. So, I mean, Onondaga takes a 4-minute penalty at the end with that push in the back, which is definitely not what you need when you're down 4 goals. And you can see their coach. He wasn't happy with it. He told him, let's go. Drag him right off.
Yeah, for sure. Minute 42 remaining. You got. We're going to go 3-on-3 lacrosse. That scoreboard's lit right up. So here we go, 3-on-3. Lots of floor out there. Ryan Voll's probably just going to hang on to it. Here's Jaron Perry. Perry swings it over to Stevens. Stevens looks back inside the ball. Big save by Roy Thomas. Thomas really keeping Onondaga in this game all game. Here's Hayden Halberter. Can't pick it up. That ball's still loose on the backside. Halberter's got a fresh reset and a fresh count. Nope, no count. We're all leaving 3-on-3. So here we go with Trevor Marino. Trevor gets met by Jaron Perry. Good defense there by Jaron in front of the Newtown bench. Gets Newtown bench riled up. And getting instruction from Coach Bronco. That's good defense there by little Trevor. And Ryan Voll comes in with a legal pick. Last minute of play here in the third and final period. Greg, looks like Newtown really wants to come back here on Saturday, August 3rd for a championship game.
Absolutely, and that is one thing with these one-game plans. I mean, it really puts the pressure on you, and you can't have a bad night. And so when you get a goalie who plays like Darren Mohawk's his name, right? Or Damian Mohawk?
Damian Warrior.
Or Damian Warrior. I got it all screwed up. That's why I let you call everybody's name. But, I mean, he's been playing great.
Yeah.
The advantage, I love just being able to sit here, clip the highlights, watch the great lacrosse. I don't have to worry about pronouncing anybody's name or trying to remember it. But wow is I mean, it's just so exciting. You see the saves these guys are making. Thomas on the other end, yeah, he gave up 8 goals, but he made a ton of highlight saves. This game easily, if it was 12-4 right now, nobody would be blaming him.
Right.
And they're telling him, let's go, you're going to start back here, bud. But no, kudos to, and one thing I think everybody really needs to remember, make sure you thank mom and dad. If you were playing at this level, you've made it through midgets, that is a huge family commitment, a huge community commitment. So make sure you thank whoever got you through this. It definitely hasn't been you. Thank your coaches, thank your team moms, thank all the sponsors. Thank you, Renee Smoke, thank you, Woody Seneca. Thank you, Herbie John, I really appreciate it. You have definitely been one of those great ambassadors that has taken it in. And I'll let you say something about this Newtown team. I know that you happen to know a couple of these young men.
Just a few. We've been around a little while. And just another congratulations to the Newtown Golden Eagle Midgets. Coach Brian Nephew Sr., Brian Nephew Jr., and G. Johnson. And they will come back here August 3rd, I do believe, the last game of the afternoon, 3:30. They will play Tonawanda Braves.
And honestly, if that ends up panning out the way the men are playing, there could be a men's game here. Obviously, Onondaga doesn't want me saying that as we're getting ready to go into this men's game. But I mean, what an exciting. I really just want to thank everybody, especially Woody Seneca. He got us to the championship last year. At the very beginning of the year this year, he said, "What do I have to do to get you to reserve the playoff days?" I said, "Woody, just tell me to be there." I said, you were awesome. You have supported Blue Squad's productions in huge ways. So, what do you need? And he just, as soon as he got the dates, he gave them to me. Every one of these organizations, make sure we get rosters. After they understood we were here, they tell us all, get your rosters and get after it. But that's some leadership right there from a couple of young men on their team. Who stepped in the way there? You had a couple of young men doing the right thing. Knowing, guys, what are you doing? We just won the game. Get your butt back over there. You got nothing to gain from being a part of this. And same thing, there's a lot of young men on Onondaga's side. I just seen Dalen Paulus, very well behaved young man. Love seeing Dalen. I finally saw him with his helmet off again, so I remember who he is. But no, I mean, a lot of great young men on both these sides, and what a great showing of respect, though, for everybody to take care of the situation themselves and not escalate it. Unfortunately, early in the year they had something, but now these young men really showing, their maturity, and the coaches taking charge of it and just saying, that's it.
Growth. It's all about the growth. It's a short season, but you learn a lot about yourself in a short season. You may have something that happened in the beginning, but now we're here at the end of the season. You've grown from that. So, yeah, again, Greg, I appreciate everything, and I love to help out, and I guess I'll see you back here in August, a couple weeks. Let's get through some Can-Am playoffs first.
Absolutely. All right, Trevor Butts, thank you so much for being you. Anybody ever sees Trevor, make sure you thank him. He comes out here to Tonawanda all the time. He's a Niagara local. And if you have anything you ever need commentated or need some professional commentary, don't hesitate to get a hold of Trevor Butts. Thanks, everybody.